corporate cross-functional projects, readiness for fusion migration. We don't have, our implementation this first round is not as huge as everyone else's, but we still need to participate and make sure we're ready, so we'll continue to do those activities. Implementing the freight solution, so we have an initiative coming from the WAP side to charge our internal customers for freight. So that is, we're starting, the project team is starting to work on this, and we'll be implementing in Q1, Q2. And also for the internal cloud. So implementing the internal cloud, allowing our internal customers or internal requesters to purchase our cloud capacity space. We've devised an entire solution to allow for that, because our current process doesn't support non-physical products. So that's another project that is already begun. Setup books, everybody's mentioned. Micros and front porch, we'll be continuing to doing integration activities for both of them, I think, through at least the beginning of the year, and micros, of course, for much longer. And on the operations side, they'll be providing support for many of these cross-functional projects.
So real quick,
Sure.
It may be a little different in your space, only because I agree with your two topics. Jason and Corey are going to want to know about the internal cloud and the freight. We can talk about how we keep them updated, just because it's being driven from the top. So Cindy goes to Corey, and I just want to make sure he knows the update.
Well, it's kind of a good suggestion that we put internal orders for automation and have those two kind of under that also.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that might work. That's a good idea, because it does automate the process.
Right. Okay. They're different forms of.
Okay.
It's not that I should have talked about, but okay. So I can do that. For increasing productivity across, increasing productivity. So we've got a number of sub-bullets underneath our overall increasing IO productivity by 5%. Most of these are on the operations side. On the GPO side, I'll be investigating improvements to our change and copy order process. So today, we're not able to make a change to an order, a booked order, without doing a cancellation and a rebook. We also just started a process for cloud using bulk orders, so really large orders that take a ton of time to create, to save. System performance is a huge issue, so changing, increasing our ability to make changes or making that process more efficient is going to help also for these bulk orders. And being able to do that since we're currently have some flexibility to make changes immediately. I'll just kind of touch on them if it's before we mention any of these, but monitoring, reporting, quoting, and booking activities. We've gone through some of these yesterday. Reducing the volume of internal quotes requiring rework, increasing our input quality, continued cross-training between the teams. We've got a quoting team in Costa Rica and our help desk team here in India that, allowing cross-training will help the teams be more self-sufficient. Enforcing self-service as much as possible, continuing to monitor our turnaround time for catalog orders, and monitoring and reporting on average issue resolution. We've also had a discussion with Gary is going to help us implement a couple of Apex tools, or possibly one. There's a couple of processes that we think benefit from having a tool, help automate. Right now we're doing them manually and email. And then also we're going to be working with him possibly in a phased approach to transition our internal orders reporting to the reporting team. For demonstrating value, we continue to do cost avoidance for internal orders. We have a process in place to shift our excess inventory when operations does have excess product to try to guide our internal customers to take that excess.
They didn't have a lot of that going forward. It seemed like, I realized we did better job of planning. So, it's fine because this is a goal that we all needed. Like you said, it's good because as a company, they do a big thing. But I also don't want to put 20 million out there again if there's nothing that can reach it. So, I take that into account. And again, this is more for us because Jason understands how it works and those stories. So.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple new ones that came out, right? A couple new existing stories, so there may be a little more.
And I think you just switched over standards too, right? So I think
Right.
once they start selling the new one more, we may have to.
Right. Right.
transitions. It sort of just depends how they're doing. Expanding NPI orderability, so I think I mentioned yesterday also, support new product introductions through P0, P1 builds, early prototype builds, and we're going to be expanding that for external manufacturers and also global shipments. Read up there, but internal orders automation is one that I mentioned as a key initiative. So some of the things we're looking at are hoping for are self-service quoting, having a more robust catalog or standards function in place, being able to support all products. So today we can only support hardware. We'd like to be able to support service and other non-hardware products. Auto booking functionality, and also ideally accounting automation if we can get that into.
Do we ever get, I didn't even have this software, do we ever get internal software requests?
So recently, there's been a lot more of that. Not necessarily. There's a couple of scenarios. One being where we have software that is third-party software.
Yeah, so that's a royalty.
Supply chain.
Royalty.
Royalties. Yeah, no, we have to pay royalties, but there's no manually. We can figure out the manual process unless we can put it in this.
Yeah, we put that in your requirement list at all, make sure that software is included in there, just the examples you have to date. And when you're talking through them, say there may be other requests, and that's what I have. Because I don't want them to pigeonhole into just royalties.
No, it's not just royalties. We have in IAS, we have new software out.
No, I mean, there's huge, exactly. No, there's huge examples, right? There's a great project I talked about earlier because we can't support a non-physical product.
Right.
Cloud, we can't support a non-physical product. So if we had those, we wouldn't have these other, and also services. So besides Premier Support, which was worked into the initial implementation as kind of a workaround, but people want installation if they need DDR, and there's some actual government requirements that have DDR, which is where they remove they wipe the data disks clean when services comes and does a service. So all of those things we've had requests. So definitely everything. Implementing our processes to support the growing cloud business. So as mentioned, they've been growing very rapidly, and our team is having to support that volume and that increase. And so prior to having any kind of automation in place, we're trying to do some things to streamline specifically for that business. Process documentation is something we're trying to work on.
Well, to that end, we probably need estimates. So but yeah, we can talk about how we do that because I want you to process. But you definitely, because internal audit's going to come find you guys very soon. If you haven't, I know they've done a little bit, but because it's growing so rapidly, I would not be surprised if at least annually you guys are audited because of the amount of spend we have. So we're our largest customer. So yeah, we need to document controls and stuff. This year, soon. I mean, it can be real high level, but we should at least put our main controls, our key controls up there.
Cross-training between the quoting team and the help desk teams, and establishing a super user in the quoting operation, quoting organization. In increasing compliance focus, Doug mentioned a couple of these already. We need to develop some guidelines and requirements for loaner demos, scenarios. Sometimes we don't know about them, unfortunately, but when we do know about them, we don't really have the right guidance in place of how they should be handled. So we need to work through those questions and issues. We want to just enhance the returns process and to make that a little more efficient. And it's all manual still. Appropriate accounting treatment, Doug also mentioned. So we've been handling our products that are at a P2 phase, so just prior to revenue release. Those have been capitalized historically, and we need to understand working with technical accounting, like Doug mentioned. If we have some room in there that we can allow for certain types of pre-RR products to go through and be capitalized, or if we need controls in place to ensure certain other types, or really prototype that are not just pre-RR, that those are expensed. So we need to dive into the details further for that as well. And developing standard process, Doug mentioned this one also, to support multi-legal entity countries. So anytime we have multiple legal entities in a country, there's always, if somebody needs to place an order, we need to have the process in place to support the accounting, the appropriate accounting transactions. And to just refine the internal orders change tolerance policy. We have one in place, but I just want to review it to make sure it's up to date, right values associated. Internal orders productivity, 400 per year, shipped lines, and we talked about that yesterday, that we want to look more on the line level, 712 per year, and quotes at 520 per year, transaction cost at 125, and cost avoidance at 10 per year.
The highest line, now it's $125, well, I think it's like $130 right now per transaction.
And I know we need to kind of get with folks to make sure timing on a couple of the cross-functional projects, but just about some estimates in here. Very busy.
So my only comment to you is I would make sure that you handle all this. So you may have to just take a hard look at it. You've got a lot of great initiatives that need to happen. Just make sure, I don't want to set yourself up to fail. So just take a look at it, make sure that there's some things that can be tabled for next year. And you can always pick it up if you just magically have more time on your hands. But just think about that.
Yeah. Now I was trying to actually see what I could remove, but I feel like some, I kind of need them, but I'm going to try to. Okay. Any questions?